Welcome, this is episode 10, and today we're going to build this IKEA cabinet above the fridge. And this cabinet has a feature that most over the fridge cabinets don't have, and I think they all should have this feature. So stick around, we're going to build this thing and mount it up. And if you can figure out this feature before I let you know, put it down in the comments below. To anyone who's new here, welcome. My name is Jared, and I spent an entire 6 months of all my free time available remodeling my kitchen, and I recorded everything that I could so I could share it with you. So let's get into it right now. Alright, this is actually a pretty simple build. Most IKEA items are pretty simple to build, but first you're going to get into that box that they sent you that's packed perfectly. Once you get it open, I keep that cardboard and just lay all my pieces out on that. Just so it doesn't get scratched on the floor, and if you have carpet you might not need to do this. I like to empty all of my hardware into this box just so I have it all in one centralized location and I don't lose anything. Right, now let's put this thing together. I grab these screws first and put them in. These are the ones that kind of hold the sides on, and they have a quick locking mechanism. So all you have to do is do like kind of a quarter turn and they're locked on. Next, I'm going to put these angle brackets on. These are the things that actually hold the cabinet to the wall. Now we're going to put the top and the bottom of the cabinet together by just putting in dowel rods and sliding them down on those metal screws and locking them in position. Alright, so now we have the top and the bottom on, and next we're going to put on the back and slide the back into the router channel pieces. And right now you can kind of see what I was talking about. Take a guess at what it is, about this having a benefit over other above fridge cabinets that I don't think most of them include, and I think they really should. Guess what it is? Alright, next we're going to secure the back with some nails. Alright, so these pieces are optional, and I'll tell you they're optional depending on your wall, and I made this mistake on almost all my pieces. I put them on, put it up against the wall, realized it pushed the bottom of the cabinet out, and had to remove them. So heads up, you may or may not need them. Alright, so check out this wonderful feature that this has. Look, there is a gap in the bottom and the top of the cabinet, and that's so that way the fridge can breathe. I don't know if you know, but part of your fridge functioning well is that it needs some airflow, and this helps assist in that airflow by bringing some of the air from above the cabinet down through it and to the fridge. And this little guard I'm putting in right here just keeps things from falling into that gap when it's inside the cabinet. So this is one feature that I think should be on all cabinets. I think it's a great idea, and it will just help your fridge last longer, function better, and keep your electric bill down. So this is the feature that I was talking about. I think it's great, and now we're going to go ahead and mount this thing up right onto the track. And of course, this is where I realized that I shouldn't have put those pieces on, because as soon as I hang it up, the bottom of the cabinet is sticking out too far. All right, while we wait for me to realize that I shouldn't have put those on this cabinet, if any of this video has been helpful, can you give me a like or maybe subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more things? And if you need any links to tools or anything that I used, check the description below. Thanks. Here you can see me removing those pieces that I put on because I realized that it pushed the cabinet out too far. And then we'll put it back up on the wall. So the IKEA track allows you to just drop it on the track, and then you put these little plastic pieces in and screw them in, and that locks them into place. And that's how easy it is to mount these cabinets with the easy installation bars that it comes with. Then you're going to follow up by just snapping these plastic cover pieces on so it doesn't look so ugly in the back of the cabinets. And that's it. Now here I'm going to go ahead and put in the hinges into the doors. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know how simple these are to put in. You just push them in the hole and you just lock that piece down, and it expands inside there and locks it in place. Next, I'm just going to hold that door up to figure out where the hardware needs to go. And here I'm just pointing out that there's an arrow that points outwards, so you know which direction to mount these hardware hinges at. Just push them in and screw them in. That's it. I still can't believe how easy it is to snap these on. If you've ever mounted cabinet doors before, you know how much of a pain it is to hold them and screw them together, and all you have to do is just line it up and snap them on. And here I'm just going to go ahead and adjust how high the door is because it was a little too low, and there's 3 different adjustment screws in this that all do different angles. Now I'm just adjusting the one that just pushes the whole door up. Alright, so that's it for the above the fridge cabinet. Next I'm going to install this gigantic pantry cabinet next to it, and there's something I wish I would have known before installing this that really would have changed my kitchen. So if you want to know what that is, click right here and see the next video, what I would have done differently to make my kitchen even better than it already is.